This is exactly why people say this will never be a serious league.
The women's professional basketball circuit continues to generate controversy through various incidents involving players and media personnel. Recent revelations from Christine Brennan's publication about Caitlin Clark have exposed additional behind-the-scenes tensions that occurred during playoff competition. The situation unfolded when Connecticut's Sun player Dijonai Carrington became involved in a dispute with sports journalist Christine Brennan during the postseason matchups. This confrontation stemmed from Carrington's belief that media representatives were discussing her romantic partner, Nalyssa Smith, in a negative manner during the Indiana Fever versus Connecticut's Sun playoff series, which Connecticut ultimately won in a clean sweep. Tensions escalated beyond typical competitive boundaries. The Connecticut team eliminated Indiana without allowing them to secure a single victory in the series. However, the real drama occurred away from the actual game action. Hours before the second contest of the series, Carrington interrupted a private conversation between multiple media professionals. The group included Brennan, Indianapolis star writer Chloe Peterson, and Fieldhouse Files correspondent Scott Agnes. These individuals were positioned behind a barrier when Carrington suddenly appeared and demanded to know why they were discussing Smith. The timing of this incident becomes particularly notable given that Carrington and Smith competed for different franchises at that moment. Smith was a member of the Indiana roster, while Carrington represented Connecticut. Their off-court romantic involvement created a complex dynamic that influenced the confrontation. Brennan's account of the incident, detailed in her recently published work, describes how the media professionals were caught off guard by Carrington's aggressive approach. According to the journalist version of events, none of the three were engaged in personal commentary about Smith. Instead, they were analyzing tactical decisions related to Indiana's lineup adjustments. The conversation that sparked the controversy centered on coaching strategy rather than personal criticism. The media group had observed that Smith would be removed from the starting rotation for the upcoming game, replaced by veteran player Tiara McCowan. This personnel decision represented sound basketball judgment by the coaching staff at the time. Peterson and Agnes were examining this strategic modification when Carrington interrupted their discussion. The substitution represented standard basketball operations rather than any form of personal attack or character assessment of Smith's abilities or behavior. Carrington's accusations intensified when she claimed the journalists were portraying Smith as a problematic teammate. This escalation occurred despite the fact that the conversation focused entirely on coaching decisions and game preparation rather than personality issues or team chemistry concerns. The confrontation continued with Carrington making direct eye contact with Brennan and insisting she had overheard specific negative comments about Smith. This accusation came after Brennan had previously faced criticism from various players for her journalistic approach, particularly regarding questions about intentional contact during games involving Clark.